Alright, how you going, you lucky people? You found me on YouTube. This be Beads, speaking his mind, speaking the truth. I have no order in what way I'm going to put these videos out, so if you see this one first, it's about the fifth one I've made. Excuse me. I need a drink. Alright, so today I was going to talk to you guys about drugs, as usual, being one of my major interests. You can, I'll tell you, I've smoked dope for 22 years. Up until about 6 months ago, I quit. Sorry, I didn't mean to quit. I started selling it, and then I was getting it for free for 2 years. When I stopped selling it, I was like, I'm not paying $20 for that. So fuck, I don't know. I think it was partly that, and partly the fact that I'd been hawking up the blackest crotch you'd ever seen. I smoke a pack a day of cigarettes now though, so that's no good. But fuck, what can you do? Yeah, I mean, I've done it all. I used to be a raver, fucking 10 years on the heroin, do speed as much as I can, but I'm on pharmaceutical speed these days. And, but I was a full blown speed junkie for about 2.5 years before ice, when it was speed still. Remember that? Before it was meth and ice and gack, and it was just speed. First time I did fucking ice, I was like, I don't know if I'm high, but I've been staring. I don't know if I'm high, but I've been staring at this wall for fucking 9 hours. It's so clean you can hardly feel that you're on it. Then someone come over my house with some fucking blue ice, like Walter White from Breaking Bad, yeah? I was like, oh, I've got to try me some of that. And it was fucking quality, and it actually did something. Straight away, I started injecting it again, and bam, I started to like it a bit too much. So I lied to a psych and got OCD meds, dexamphetamines. Woo! So instead of paying $180 every 2 days, I pay $6 a month and I get high all day long. So anyway, the drugs. Yeah, as I said, I raved for a long period, nearly 10 years or so. So that means acid, speed, ecstasy, ecstasy, candy flipping, special K, ketamine, GBH, amyl nitrate. Never had DMT, never had ayahuasca root, which I'm willing to try. And video head cleaner. That was a nasty period though. But so I'll tell you, man, the drugs that did the worst thing to me, the ones that you should watch out for. I mean, everything in moderation, people. You got to think that, I used to have a friend who used to wait till he had dinner at night before he'd have his first bong of the day. Whereas I was, more of a wake and bake kind of guy. First thing you do when you wake up and the last thing you do before you go to sleep is hoof one down. So, yeah, I quit smoking weed, but weed and I've got to say ecstasy feels to me like they did the worst damage to my brain. I when we first started taking ecstasy, no one knew what the doctors, none of them knew what the long term effects would be because it was relevantly a new drug and hadn't been around long enough to be abused long enough to know what the long term effects were. So now they have and they do. And of course, it does similar things to heroin and speed does to your brain by fucking with your dopamines and your serotonin levels. And eventually, you can't get happy without it. And you're not even really getting happy, you're just getting normal. I got a friend who's a meth head and shoots up fucking meth all day. Fucking stays awake for a week, sleeps for a day, stays awake for a week. So you either catch him, he's on his way up or he's on his way down. But he always picks up the phone. Um, yeah. So ecstasy and weed, I reckon, did the most damage. I could almost feel the damage in my brain, the stupidity, and the things that are now so much harder. Like, it's hard to learn a song on guitar these days. It's hard to remember movies. I watched the Family Guy movie, the first one they brought out, like fucking 4 times before I remembered what it was about. But on the good flip side to that is every time you watch a new movie, watch a movie you've seen before, it's like brand new every time. Hey, so I got that going for me. But yeah, fucking weed and ecstasy definitely fucks me the most. Um, you see, in your brain, you got these receptors. They sort of look like this. I don't know if you can see that. They're like veins that almost come together, close together, and a little electronic signal goes choom, choom, choom across those little gaps, right? And that's your thinking. You think I'm going to